Good evening. It is Tuesday night. Bill Taylor here in the Ken's File Digital Center. Blessings to you and blessings to yours. I hope everything's fabulous. I really hope everything is wonderful tonight. It's an interesting night for sure as we continue to track Milton. That's where we're going to start. And we also take a look at a little South Texas front. Little the operative word there. It's still going to be hot. We're still going to be in the heat wave. There's still no chance of rain. I really wish we had some rain. September 5th was the last, was it the 4th actually? 4th or 5th, the last time we had measurable rain, and that was like 1/100th or 200ths of an inch. On September 3rd, I think it was, we had a pretty good deluge of rain, about 1.25 inches, 1.33 inches out at San Antonio International. But ever since that first week of September, we have been painfully dry. So it's having its effects as the aquifer continues to drop. Everything is turning brown. We really need some rain. So as we look from a broad view, Milton, you can see already sending a huge wave of rainfall and energy into the Florida Peninsula tonight. And then on the eastern side of Florida, you see out south of Bermuda, that's an area that has a low probability, albeit low, of developing into a tropical system as well. It's about a 20 or 30% chance, according to the National Hurricane Center, that that would be a named storm. Obviously would not impact Florida, maybe not even landmass altogether as it continues east in the Atlantic. But of course, the lead story is Milton. Hi, Eddie. Lise, yeah, it continues hot, hot, hot indeed. How do you make New York Jets cookies? You put them in a bowl and beat them for 3 hours. That's good. All right, now you can really see turn towards Florida, okay, where the storm was moving due east across the northern Yucatan Peninsula. Now it's taking that big left turn towards the Florida Peninsula. Category 5, 165 mile per hour winds, pressure back down 902. It had gotten up to about 910. Last night, it was evening hours, it was 887. It really bottomed out. You can really see a well-defined eye structure now where we underwent what's called eye wall replacement. That was when we lost the eye completely overnight, and then early this morning, early afternoon hours, started to develop a larger eye. You remember, if you were with me last night, we had what we call that pinhole eye. It was only 4 miles across. It was so tiny. And now it's a much broader eye, but still just such an impressive structure to this. If I back this out, look right here, and you can really appreciate the winds of the eastern Gulf, western Gulf. I mean, everything is operating in conjunction and around this hurricane. I mean, this storm is controlling the Gulf of Mexico and the wind energy. It's all circulating counterclockwise around the center of this low, drawing all that energy inward. And then the closer you get, the tighter it gets. I mean, it's just so impressive. Wishing we could get a little rain. Me too, Crystal. Me too. So, with that said, let's take a look at what first, let's just show you how Milton compares to storms in Gulf of Mexico history. Third strongest, ties with Rita on wind speeds of 180 miles per hour. Look at the Labor Day storm before storms were named. 1935 had 185, Allen 190. And what we're expecting the storm to do, just like Rita, Katrina, Wilma, all monster Category 5s, they went down to Category 3s by landfall. It was the blessing of all three of those storms, and we pray the same happens with Milton. Now, in the Atlantic Basin, fastest, shortest amount of time to go to Category 5. Look at Milton, number 2, 18 hours from tropical storm to Cat 5. That is just incredible. 12 hours on Wilma. Wilma set the record for the Atlantic Basin's lowest pressure recorded. It's going good. What's up, Steven? Good to see you, man. Hope all's well, brother. God bless you. So now landfall. Category 5, expected through tomorrow, but then Category 4 as we get into tomorrow midday. And hopefully a trend of weakening as it gets closer to the peninsula. A couple things will happen. Some upper level wind shear, higher winds aloft. And then remember that as it gets closer to the coast, the water is going to be a bit more shallow. So it's going to start to have friction, start to encounter that friction with the sea bottom. Okay, so it's almost like it's coming up a driveway, coming up that ramp into the Florida Peninsula. So as that happens, that friction can sometimes weaken the storm, as well as these storms get larger too. As it starts to span out and fan out, it'll weaken just a little bit as well. So now let's take it inland. We're still looking now. Of course, we're going to have a new advisory issued in about 30 minutes. But it's coming in near Sarasota, just south of Tampa Bay. And it looks like it's going to be after midnight now, overnight hours of Thursday. And here's the blessing. I mean, it's less than 24 hours inland before it's back out over open water and going out to the Atlantic. So the energy will be good enough to keep this thing moving right across the peninsula and get out of there. Okay, the sooner it's out, the better, of course. So again, be praying, because it's not about this Category 3 or 4 as much as it is the storm surge. We're expecting 12 to 15 foot storm surge. Water's going to be pushed ashore, and it's going to be a huge flood issue. Hondo, what's going on? Kathy? Hey, Vince, how you doing? Water vapor is going to show you pretty impressive imagery there as well. And just what happens on the backside of a hurricane. It's called subsidence, and it's a sinking air motion. You get a very dry air mass behind these kind of monster systems as it just sucks up all of the available moisture, draws it inward, and is taking it into the eastern Gulf now. And it's also showing you the high pressure dome, the trough that's out there on the eastern Gulf, and how we are going to stay awfully, awfully dry. In fact, 7-day rain forecast hasn't changed. Not a drop of rain across the state of Texas in the next 7 days or beyond. Oh, I've got to update this graphic, as we do have this to put in. You'll see what I'm talking about now. Hi, Shell. Everyone stay safe. Yeah, God bless them in Florida. Absolutely. Be praying for the Floridians. So weird, Kathy. Yeah, and to see that due east progress, pretty rare. 96, new record for today. 1962's 95 goes down. And now, October 8th, 2024, has a new record of 96 for the high. And you can see that 85 is the normal, 11 degrees above average today. You think with us hitting 96, maybe there was a triple digit. 97 Carrizo Springs, 96 was pretty popular, several spots, everybody in the 90s on October 8th. Now, the good news, a small weak front's going to be coming in. We call these backdoor fronts, and they come in from the east and down I-35. And this is going to actually drop dew point. So comfortable air is going to actually get more comfortable. Dry air is going to actually get drier. So this is nice. In past history, has a storm like this ever changed course to Texas? No. Not really, Kathy. Not this. Not the way this is behaving, no. Aren't they, though? I'm telling you. Another Kathy. Absolutely. Get up early if you can, or be out late on the porch, on the patio. But you see the dew points? I mean, they're going down into the 40s for the next 2 days. Climbing back quickly, though. We'll be in the 60s by Friday, in through the weekend. God bless you, David. But what's really nice is when they get down to the 40s and how awfully pleasant it will be. Now, the trade-off is hotter temperatures in the afternoon because dry air really likes to heat up. Good evening, Virginia. No, it's not. Not really. It's related to the high pressure that's been in control, and it's not going to change. You can see moving forward, we stay in the 90s through the 21st and 22nd of next week. But as I mentioned, the lower humidity is going to feel really good in the mornings. The next several mornings will feel really good, especially getting down to 64 Friday, Saturday morning. 92s are waiting for us over the weekend. No chance of rain. Hi, Christina. Good to see you. I know, Ken. Be praying. Be praying for the rain, my friends. All right, that's going to be wrapping it up on this Tuesday night. Hope you guys have a blessed evening. And I hope to see you on Ken's 5 News at 10. We're 30 minutes, now 27, away from showtime. Love y'all. God bless. See you at 10.